ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mancave101 After Dark. I am one of your hosts, Abel. Alongside of me is Nipples McGee, aka Aaron, man in the chair. How we doing, Aaron?
It's time to get deep voiced and sexy with y'all.
Oh,
Oh my God.
7 o'clock on the dot. It's live from the man cave. It's Leo. How we doing, Leo?
I'm not getting deep voice with y'all motherfuckers.
It's fine. It's fine. Live, we're Brooklyn at Big Chase. How we doing?
I'm not doing Barry White.
You don't-
folks.
That's fine.
Friday night, can't get enough of your love, baby. Live deep in the heart of Texas. Wendeezy, how we doing?
Deep voice. Watch this.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Yes.
The nicest guy and the moistest kneecaps on the podcast. Charles, how we doing?
Oh man, I tell you guys.
Kneecaps never need lotion, boy.
Oh man.
How you
All
doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. So this is a new series on the Mancave 101 channel where we Mancave and Chill. We're gonna tell you the streamers we're watching lately, you know, how it is, who should be watching it, why you should be watching it, and you know, hopefully you have a great time watching it, if you know what we mean. Hey yo. Oh God. All right. So I guess I'm gonna start first, and obviously this is not just a clever shirt. One of the biggest streamers that I've been watching over the last I think it's been like 2 or 3 years now, Cobra Kai. So from if you look on the right hand side of me, I'm sorry, left hand side of me over here. So if you go Leo and below, these boys right here were born or around in the 80s more than a lot of us were. However, they remember the Karate Kid probably more than others. You know, there was a Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid 2. There was a terrible Karate Kid with, I believe her name is Hilary Swank. Is that her name? I don't even know, but God damn it, that should be abolished at all. But
there was a Karate Kid 3.
Yep. So if anyone hasn't followed the Karate Kid, it follows Daniel LaRusso on his move to California and his quest to take over the All Valley tournament. It is karate based and it is a wonderful show. And you know, he has to deal with Cobra Kai karate. What is great about this show is that it started off as a YouTube show and it kind of takes the opposite route. Whereas Daniel LaRusso was the kind of one picked on. Now, what's his name? Lawrence. Lawrence is the one who kind of is down in the barrel, and Daniel LaRusso has come up in his life. And this show pretty much kind of goes through the future of the Karate Kid, and it deals with Daniel LaRusso's kids, deals with Johnny Lawrence's kids, the legacy of you know, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai karate. And if you're looking for 80s cheese, this is it. The everything from the music, the way the martial arts is done, the way it's presented, it's just amazing. And what's great about this show is we're only 3 seasons in and they're half-hour episodes. So, you know, obviously without giving the entire show away, it just kind of goes through the you know, Johnny Lawrence trying to build back up Cobra Kai. And then, you know, obviously his son gets involved with Miyagi-Do, and, you know, the whole opposites of the dojos kind of come into play, and the kids come into play. And it's just it's a wild ride. The fact that they were able to take something from like the 80s and just kind of bring it back and just kind of give us that nostalgia was awesome. So you know, in conclusion, this is Man Cave approved, and this is something you need to be watching right now. With that being said, we are going to go to Aaron. Aaron, what are we watching out there? What are we Man Cave and chilling with? Talk to us.
I don't watch enough things according to everybody else on this podcast.
You sure the F
shit for it. So yeah, it's fine. So I am going to talk about All American, which is based on Netflix. There are currently 4 seasons. The 4th season just dropped, I believe, this past week. If you're watching this, depending on when this is, August 4th. I believe the last season came out at either the end of July or early this week. I can't remember. I've made it through 3 seasons of this show. To give you a full synopsis, this show is based on the real life story, or obviously a dramatization to an extent, of actually former NFL linebacker Spencer Pazinger, who was a linebacker for the New York Giants. So he obviously, this is based on his real story of growing up. He obviously, the character who plays him in the show, I want to say his name is Daniel Ezra. He's actually a British actor. He's really, really good. But basically he portrays him. So to give you kind of a synopsis, Spencer starts out as like he's the show is called All American. He's an All American wide receiver. He grew up in South Crenshaw, aka Southern California, bad part of California. And he experienced multiple things throughout his life, including obviously gangs, crime, shootings. He lost a lot of friends, loved ones due to gang violence and stuff like that. But through all of that, Spencer, obviously his real focus was on football because people always told him he was, he is an All-American. He was going to go to the NFL someday. So this story basically starts from him as like a teenager. I believe he's a sophomore at South Crenshaw High School. And essentially what happens throughout the first 3 seasons, at least, is we go from him, starting out at his high school in South Crenshaw, where he's a high school wide receiver, a star wide receiver. He's obviously one of the best in the nation. I don't want to spoil too much in case you do decide to go watch this. What I will tell you is that you follow a lot of different parts of Spencer's life on this, not just football. You follow football. You follow his love life. You follow his relationship with his mom. You follow his relationship with his brother. You follow multiple rivalries he has during school times. You follow a crazy story about a kid who probably, based on where he grew up, shouldn't have made the NFL, because we hear a lot of this, these guys who are super talented and they never end up making it because of their situations. They either end up involved in some stupidity or gang violence, or there's like things like that. Basically, you grow up in a bad section, you're not supposed to make it, right? So this story is essentially about him, his trials and tribulations throughout life. Again, I don't want to ruin it. He goes through a bunch of different things throughout this. I will say there's not nudity in the show, so no worries there, but there are sexual situations, but it is more of like a drama than anything else. There's definitely more of the more you watch it, the more you realize the life the kid has actually led, and the fact that he made the NFL altogether, the true story of Spencer Pazinger, the fact that he actually made the NFL to begin with is actually a crazy one. And right now, like I just said, season 4 just dropped. This is a really good series. I enjoy it. If you're into dramas, if you're a football fan, you'll kind of get enjoyment out of it. I will say, for the guys, this is just a full disclosure. This is definitely more of a dramatic type of series. So if you can't really handle that type of stuff, if you're not that kind of guy, and you're just about the, as we like to say on this podcast, the gratuitous violence and the hitting and all that stuff, this might not be for you. There's going to be some drama. There's going to be some love story. There's going to be some things that you might roll your eyes at, but I actually enjoy some of that sometimes. So if you're that type of guy, maybe you don't, but me, myself, I'm going to watch season 4 of the show. I'm going to get through the whole thing. I think they already have another season, a season 5. I'm pretty sure the show is going to go up until he makes, quote unquote, makes the NFL. So probably a couple more seasons left. But yeah, for me, Mancave approved for sure.
Love it. All right. Let's go to Leo. Leo, what are we watching out there?
I watched The Gray Man. It's a movie on Netflix. This is like John Wick and Jason Bourne had a baby. And this is not for the kids at all. This is grown-up time. This is Man Food 101. If you like gratuitous violence, this show is for you. The 2 actors they're in it. I always forget his name. Who's the
Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Okay, Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. Chris Evans.
You should drink.
Yeah, you should drink. Actually, what are we doing? Jesus Christ! You don't remember Captain America?
In the freaking
listen, this is 2. Okay, so it's Chris Evans. Chris Evans plays an asshole, a straight up psychopath asshole that you can relate to in some kind of dark way. And okay, so the synopsis of this movie is it's a kid that was abused, a person that was abused, and he grows up protecting everybody who's less stronger than he is. His father brought him up in a certain kind of way that, okay, to be a man's man, you have to deal with this. You have to do this. You have to suffer through pain. You have to do this. And he was a very abusive father. So he grows up as a protector, and I don't want to give up the whole synopsis of the movie, but it's more of a protector kind of big brother, little sister type of thing. And once you mess with my family, there's no going back. And once I have feelings for you, there's no going back. And the action in this movie, and say the knife play at the best, is one of the best, close to the knife play in John Wick. And also the gunfights, there's some there is some action in it that is okay, that will never fucking ever happen, but it's one scene and it keeps you on a high. It's like, okay, how far is he willing to go? And you think he's gonna cross the ceiling, and then he says, oh, fuck that, I'm gonna go up here. And I don't want to give away the whole movie, because if I keep saying more scenes, you guys will know the whole freaking plot. But this is my movie pick for the Mancave and Chill, and this is Mancave approved.
I love it. All right, Big Chase, let's hit him.
What's up, folks? Okay, so we're talking about the Terminal List. It's on Amazon Prime. Let me tell you something. This goes along with The Gray Man. Gratuitous violence all around. My man plays James Reese, who is the head of a Navy SEALs team. The team gets ambushed. They get sent home. And there's all of this shadow shit going on. CIA's in the background running. Everybody's doing something. And meanwhile, they kind of set him up to take a fall. But Lord, the revenge in this, as far as revenge movies goes, this is the top of the list. I will say there are lulls sometimes in the action, which will make you want to leave the room. Don't do it. Stick through it. I promise you, the violence parts of these movies, absolutely crazy. He completely goes all out. Jason Bourne wants none of this guy, I promise you. Absolutely dope movie. Definitely approved. Definitely not for the kids, folks. This is strictly for parents, strictly man food and whatnot. Like I said, definitely Man Cave approved. Check it out. Terminal List on Amazon Prime.
All right, love it. Let's go to Charles. What are we watching, Charles?
Oh man, I got a doozy. I am right now watching The Witcher, and this is a series that's been out since I think 2019. The first season came out, so I did finish the first season. I am on the second season now, so I haven't finished that yet. But I will tell you this: if you guys are into dark fantasy, a lot of sword play, sword and sorcery, this is your show. It was a series adapted from a set of books by Andrzej Sapkowski, I believe. He's like a Polish writer. But I will tell you this: from the beginning, you know what you're getting yourself into, right from the start. Really great setup. He's a character. His name is Geralt or Rivera, and he is born from magic. That's all you know. But he is a very dangerous guy, and he's hired to do some of the worst things, as far as hunting monsters and creatures and beasts and all types of things. So if you have any of those things in your closet, he is the man to call to get the job done. So really great stuff. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It is very, very violent. There is nudity. There's sex scene. There's a lot of different things going on in this show. So it's not for kids, or for little kids. But I will say, really great story, really great characters, and I think you guys will really, really appreciate it. So it's definitely Man Cave approved.
Yo. All right. Last but not least, Wendeezy, talk to us. What are you watching?
Yo, I'm watching Lovecraft Country. Listen, it's sci-fi, time traveling drama with weird ass creatures in it. And side note, it got Kang the freaking Conqueror. Like, come on.
Oh,
son.
Jonathan Majors, talk
My
to us.
dude, Johnny Majors leads up this cast. You got like Gurney Smollett, the little kid from Full House, Michelle's little friend. That's how I know her. I don't care. Got my man Omar Little from The Wire, Mr. Michael Kenneth. Like, yo, when I saw his face, I was like, let me find out my dude is in this. RIP, my dude, RIP. But yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's a crazy show. Came out in 2020, so like just right in the middle of the pandemic. Yo, this thing came out, and I slept on it, right? Because I was just too busy trying to not catch the COVID. But I had time to get back to it and catch on, and I totally love it. Like I'm like 2 episodes down, 2 episodes away from finishing it, and I love the story thus far, man. Like, because I'm into that freaky sci-fi shit. That's why part of the man cave, so I like that. It has pretty interesting things, a lot of ties to real world events, which kind of freaked me out when I started watching. I was like, oh damn, bro. Like you see some other sides to some things. I'm like, oh, but like, man, listen, the freaky sci-fi business, you got people popping out of people. Like, it's hot. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say, like, yeah, definitely an adults only movement. There's some virginity loss in there, and some crazy scenes. Like, some things I'll be like, but I mean, like, you kind of would almost say, like, if you did this to a chick, like, yeah, you the man, but I don't know. It's messy. Though. It was messy. It was messy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Yo, you got time? Check it out. It's a great watch. Yo, you can take it slow. Yeah, definitely, man. Lovecraft Country, man. Cave Group.
Yo. All right.
Yo.
And to recap, Cobra Kai, Netflix. All American, Netflix. The Gray Man, Netflix. Terminal List, Hulu. Witcher, Netflix. Lovecraft Country,
HBO Max.
HBO Max. Soon to be Discovery or whatever the hell that's going to be. But that's a whole other conversation. Anyway, all these shows are Man Cave approved. So from all of us at Mancave 101 Podcast, Wendeezy, Abel, Aaron, Big Chase, Charles, Leo, like, comment, and subscribe, and comment it down below. What are you guys watching? What do you guys want us to talk about? What do we need to watch? Tell us all about it. And with that being said, everyone have a great night. We'll see you soon.
Peace.
Out.